One of the things that I'm excited about is creating more stories like these, more character-driven, longer stories.
That was not the plan.
Technically, it was a plan, it just wasn't the same plan that we started with.
I love the space it gives for character development and story development. Concord is a new game from Firewalk Studios and Sony. They gave us pretty free rein in terms of the creative. We pitched a bunch of different ideas that we then developed into a script. Our story centers around our 5 main characters. They're what we call free gunners. They go on missions, they make money. It's basically how they survive in this world. And then from there, it starts with the storyboard process. And then I handed it off to our editor, Matthias.
The screenplay is still developing and changing as you're editing, and as you're making editing choices, you're also changing the screenplay. We also had a great creative collaboration with the client. They would sometimes challenge us with new ideas that would push us into new and exciting directions and to come up with even better ideas that we probably would not have thought of by ourselves.
The art direction for the game Concord has a look that was super inspiring to start working with. It was my job that the design that the Firewalk team had on the Crater City was transferred into a really detailed, lived-in, cinematic-looking environment. The art team at Goodbye Kansas produced a lot of amazing concepts of this location, as well as loads of murals, tags, store signs and graffiti to make this location as believable as possible. The Meat-Based Diner is a place that is filled with details. From the store branding with a logo and color schemes to how the actual contraption that the waiter uses to dispense meat paste works. We were so happy to get the chance to create the rival crew.
No one moves.
And the art team at Goodbye Kansas got a lot of creative freedom in creating these characters. From the very first sketches to the final assets, all of them were created in-house by Goodbye Kansas.
Being on a project of this scope can bring a lot of stress to different people in different roles. One of production's biggest role is to make sure that everyone involved don't feel the stress and that everyone just has fun with what they're doing.
Some new approaches we did was multi-shot workflows, and we tried to expand that into multiple departments so we could handle a big amount of shots very quickly, and that made it easier for everybody to view them in context.
If we don't leave with this blue
Amar, we will.
We got Lennox, which is this fast-talking gunslinger, adrenaline junkie, super lovable character. He only sees good in the world, he only sees adventure. Basically a guy that you really want on your team.
Lennox is one of our most expressive characters to date. He posed an enjoyable challenge for our team. Derived from Firewalk designs, our character team ensured his cinematic believability, meticulously addressing every detail for powerful and emotional performance in full 4K.
How are those hands?
Stunt sequences were captured in-house in our own state-of-the-art performance capture studio, skillfully treated by animation director Jonas Ekman's team. Moving to CFX, led by Ludwig Eliasson, realistic clothing dynamics and even air pressure effects for Lennox slow motion face close-up were added during the falling shots. Our exceptional facial modeler Anneli Larsson sculpted 252 shapes and generated 132 using in-house tools for Lennox complete rig. Without scans, we focused on believability from the facial capture perspective. We also had the actor portrayal, and of course we aligned with the game aesthetics. Refining shapes under facial animation, supervisor Goran Milek's guidance. Specific nuances like chewing shapes were perfected for Lennox believability in the dining sequence.
Firewalk had already casted the main cast. We were lucky enough to be able to fly out to LA and shoot with these actors on stage in Los Angeles. Hearing them saying the words that you type down on paper and seeing them sort of bring these characters to life, that's always super exciting. Seeing the performances being applied to our digital characters and seeing how closely that resembles what I saw on set with the actors.
We were apart for so long.
It's a great testament to what our amazing artists can convey in these characters. And it just goes to show what we can create, especially in the sort of cold corner of the world, which is Sweden, and sort of compete with sometimes the bigger studios around the world. So
I knew this was going to work.
This wasn't the plan.
Well, it just wasn't the one we started with.